Hello, my name is Dmitro Chupilka, and today I'm going to show you how to configure dashboards and dashlets yourself, focusing on timeline viewer key events that I collected for you in your sugar. I believe most of you knows that timeline viewer is available as an add-on in demo environment, so you are welcome to add this add-on through the demo environment management and when this add-on is added, the dashboards and dashlets are configured automatically in demo environment. But if you would like to use the timeline viewer on your own instance of Sugar, you have to configure the dashboards and dashlets yourself. So in order to show you how it could be done, I will use the Sugar instance of version 8 and the timeline viewer plugin of version 1.18 that is compatible with version 8, timeline events of the timeline events pack of version 3.8. I will start configuring from the home dashboard of timeline focus on key events with 3 dashlets. For doing that, I just add the new dashboard timeline focus on key events and add 3 columns that should be my 3 dashlets. The first dashlet, team calibration and events discussion, that is calibration dashlets, the dashlet, team calibration and event discussion. Okay, and the second one should be the recent events by accounts. The recent events by accounts is the timeline dashboard that is configured to display the records for the target module of accounts. For that, just create the filter and set the target module is any of accounts. And the name of the dashlet is recent events by accounts. Okay, and my third dashlet will be built on the report because it should be my contact events over the last 7 days. So before adding the dashlet, I would create a new report. For that, I just save this dashboard and then go to creating the report. That would be a summation report based on the timeline, and I will define the filters for that, selecting the timeline records that are related to the contacts and assigned user of it, username of assigned user, username, yep, is current user. And also the action date of the event on the timeline is last 7 days. So for that, we goes to the timeline, select the action date, and set it that the date should be within the last 7 days. So next, define which data we would like to see on that in this report. Is the action date. Yep. And also the event type, the name of event type goes to event type and select the name of it. Now we goes to the display summaries, and just to extend this list with the count of timeline events. Count of timeline events, and change the name from just the name to the event, and sort it in descending order. We definitely would like to have the chart for that, and also just set the name of the report. So now we have the report for the dashlet. And obviously we just get back to our dashboard and edit it by adding the new dashlet, which is the saved report chart dashlet. The name of the dashlet, my contact events of the last 7 days, and obviously we have to select the appropriate report for that. And I would recommend to use horizontal bar group chart with the show total and with the bar chart value placed in the middle. Okay. So that is how we get the dashboard that will initially show us what is the current status of the recent events in our CRM. The next element of our plan is to configure the intelligence panel for the list views of the number of modules. So I'm going to start from the accounts module, go to the accounts module, list view, and create new dashboard. Okay, we just add that will show us the key events on accounts portfolio. So that should be the TimeLine dashlet, which is key events on accounts portfolio. And let's add another dashlet of calibration, team calibration, and events discussion. Well, and save this intelligence panel dashboard. And obviously we can go to the contacts and add the same dashboard timeline view. The dashlet of the My Timeline, which is called Key Events on Contacts module. Contacts portfolio. And the same calibration dashlet as well. Events discussion. I would copy it, just not to write it again. Yep. So that is how we get the dashboard for the list of contacts. Let's go to the opportunities module and create the timeline view. Add the dashlet of the My Timeline, just the key events on opportunities portfolio. Okay, and calibration dashlet as well. Yep. Save it. And the same works for the leads module. Timeline view, the My Timeline, and correspondingly key events on each portfolio. And calibration module as well, just to get information regarding just to get the calibration articles regarding the portfolio of leads. Yep. And also let's configure it for the cases module. The TimeLine view dashboard on the intelligence panel for the list view of cases. That is definitely my timeline, which is key events on cases portfolio, and calibration dashlet as well. Okay. And also let's add the dashboard for the target lists. For the target lists, for a target list, there is the special timeline bar target list dashlet that accumulates all the timeline events that are related to the elements that are included into the target list, whether it be contacts, accounts, and so on. Okay, and also calibration dashlet. Save it. So that is how we just configured the intelligence panel dashboard for the lists of accounts, contacts, leads, opportunities, cases, and target lists. You can make it also for other modules as well. You're welcome. And now I'm gonna configure the dashboards of timeline view for the records of the same modules. For that, I'm going to switch to accounts module and then to open the particular record, and then just to create the dashboard, that is timeline view as well, and add just a single dashlet, which is my timeline, and call it key events for the particular record of the account module for this case. Okay, and the same I will do for the contacts module, to create timeline view and add just a single dashlet of my timeline, and I would call it key events. That is key events for the contacts record. Okay, for the opportunities, I would open the opportunity, and also to create the timeline view and add the dashlet of my timeline, call it key events for the opportunity. Well, and the same for the cases. Timeline view and add the dashlet of my timeline for the cases record. Save. And according to my plan, I have to do the same for the leads module as well. So open the leads record, timeline view for the leads record, and add the dashlet of the timeline and call it key events. And also let's do the same for the target list records. the target list record. There is no dashboards here, so I'll add the new dashboard timeline view and add the special dashlet of timeline by target lists. Okay, save it. So that is how I get the list of the dashboards for the list of modules of accounts, contacts, leads, opportunities, cases, and target lists, both for lists and record views. And also I have the home dashboard of timeline focus on key events with the 3 dashlets that helps me to figure out what happens within the company. So I spent just about 15 minutes to configure my dashboard and the number of dashlets just to focus on the key events that really matters for me. If you have any questions, you're welcome to ask me directly or just write the email on lbsupport@integrascrm.com. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.